Welcome to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Indianapolis Colts. It's been home to the Super Bowl, the home to the Final Four, and many other great sporting events, but tonight it's home to high school football. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats take on the Vincennes here in Indianapolis, the capital city of our state. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider, along with Mike Blessinger, and along with also doing the video, Jeremy Judd Marcos. And tonight, the Wildcats making a road trip up here, Bless, for a big, exciting football matchup against one of their big rivals in the Big 8 Conference.
Yeah, big rival, Vincennes. Always going to be a good game, but a big day for both teams, everybody involved in both programs. And it's a great honor for these teams to be here. You know, it changes the schedule quite a bit with a Saturday game. The week gets a little bit different. Everything else changes, but a beautiful setting. They've been treated just outstanding from what we understand to this point. But as earlier we were down in the locker room still smells like a locker room. The players still smell like players, and here in a few minutes they're going to still be playing football on the same size field and everything else. So it should be a great day for everybody involved. Yeah,
again, a beautiful setting and playing on the artificial turf, a little bit different than what both these teams are usually accustomed to with their respective home stadiums and all that. And actually, it's a home game tonight for the Vincennes. They actually gave up one of their home dates to allow us to play in this football game here tonight. But still, it's a neutral field, and so it should be a great opportunity for both these teams to basically, neither team really has, a crowd advantage. I mean, when you're in this kind of setup, you're not filled with 65,000 people here, but, Jasper's got their crowd, Vincennes has got theirs, and so really it's a neutral ball game at this point, Bless.
Yeah, it really is, and, just the acoustics of this place, and both bands are here, so, there's going to be some noise, albeit not quite like on Sunday afternoons when the Colts are here, but there'll be some noise, certainly different atmosphere than the boys are used to, different playing surface, but just a great experience for everybody to be here and be involved in it, and it's going to be a good game, I think.
Well, the Wildcats come into this football game, they're ranked number 3 in the state, and they are enjoying a perfect record so far, 4-0 on the season. Vincennes just 1-3 with their one win over Boonville. And, taking a look into this Vincennes football team, I mean, in some of their football games that they played, they've had a tough one against Sullivan to start the season, and then won the game against Boonville, really took it on the chin against Terre Haute South, and then last week in the game against Mount Vernon, it was on the road at Mount Vernon, but a tight football game in the first half, and it was actually Vincennes jump out to an early lead in that football game and had a chance to really kind of take control of it early on, or at least in the second quarter, but, just costly penalties have just been one thing that's been troubling this football team, and it hurt them in the Sullivan game, and it also hurt them in that Mount Vernon game as well.
Well, and as typical, Vincennes has some athletes. They got some guys that can play football and are just good athletes. Specifically, Brandon Nowowski is their leading rusher, number 5, and Taiwan Hawkins, another good athlete in the backfield. They run a wishbone typically. And really the key is after that their depth might be a little thin. They got a lot of freshmen on the roster, so Jasper's certainly deeper. But those athletes, in a setting like this, playing Jasper, everybody's geared up. It's a matter of how long and how much can those good athletes keep the team elevated to be competitive in what appears to be a lopsided view of things with a 4-0 and 1-3 team. But
well, it's going to be an exciting football game. Right now we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner, so we'll take a break in the action. You're watching Wildcat Football on 18 WJTS.
It's taken a lot of preparation and hard work for the Cats to get in shape for today's game. Your furnace is the same way. Fall's coming soon, and you're going to flip the switch and expect your furnace to heat the place up. Before you do, call Maringer's Plumbing and Heating at 482-4425, and they'll send a serviceman out to get your furnace in shape for the season ahead. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating, your local Trane dealer, will also give you a free estimate on a new Trane high-efficiency gas furnace. Because like they always say, it's hard to stop a train just like it's hard to stop the Wildcat football team. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating says go Cats.
Injury, stroke, or surgery doesn't have to be debilitating. At the Timbers of Jasper, we offer hope in the form of moving forward rehabilitation. With a full range of physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs, the goal of moving forward is to help people return home safely with the skills they need to live life on their own terms. Our therapists are trained and committed to your success. I'm Nikki Moore, Rehabilitation Manager, and we're the Timbers of Jasper, where caring people make the difference.
All right, we're back high above Lucas Oil Stadium. We're up in the press area up here, Bless. And, Bless just put down his binoculars there. Normally we don't need the binoculars, but tonight we're way above the stadium. And quite a look that we have here as far as our vantage point.
Yeah, different look of the game from our standpoint, but I think we'll get a good look, and certainly just a great experience for us, just the atmosphere and the surroundings we're in.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually recognizing a couple of all-academic football players. One, Spencer Otto, number 46 for the Jasper Wildcats. You can see him down there in the middle of the field, along with Connor Barmas for Vincennes. He plays defensive back as well as wide receiver there. And unfortunately, Spencer, it's just a tough day for him, in regards to not getting the opportunity to play on the field in this big ball game. But boy, he's just such a leader for this football team.
Yeah, he's a great leader, great young man, and certainly disappointed he can't be a part of this game, but certainly a very big part of the team, regardless of whether he's playing or not. Looks like his foot, he's got a broken tibia, I think is what it is. Not a major break, but it's going to put him out for 3 or 4 weeks. And the good news is he has not seen his last football for Jasper. That's for sure. He'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Well, he's out there actually with the senior captains of the Wildcat as they're looking at the coin toss. Number 62, Neil Rose. Number 9, Scott Stallwood.
And Cortland Betts is the other captain for Jasper, number 20, and Nick Hale's out there also, number 24.
So there's a toss, and trying to hear what acoustics are a little tough here at Lucas Oil Stadium, so we can't quite hear what the referee is saying, but we'll just have to see what you see here. It looks like Jasper is, he didn't quite give them, usually they show if he kicks. Okay, so Jasper is going to kick off, so they must have deferred for the second half. So Jasper, we're going to assume, won the toss there. Regardless, they're going to kick off to the Vincennes Alices. And, again, this Vincennes football team, they've got, like Les mentioned a little bit ago, that they've got some really good athletes. Brant Nowaski, he's had some really nice football games this year. He's rushed 61 times for 379 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's got 3 catches for 98 yards and a couple touchdowns. And he's also thrown a halfback pass for a touchdown pass as well. So, he's a kid with a lot of versatility out there, Bless.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be a key as to whether or not the Wildcats can bottle him up a little bit and force him to go to other weapons. And, running the wishbone, the Cats are going to put that big, strong defensive line, try and get some good penetration, and then fill the holes with their linebackers and see what happens. I'm sure they're going to be a real aggressive defensive on the run, just because Vincennes hasn't shown a lot of ability or at least desire to throw to this point. But you might, whenever you're at this point in the game and a big game, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Vincennes really showed something they haven't shown all year, whether they try and throw a lot more or a different type of offense. But we might look for that early on.
So the Wildcats will kick it off. And set back there to receive the kick is number 20, Taiwan.
It's a good kick.
Actually, a ball went into the end zone. That was actually number 6 for the Alices.
Number 5.
Was it?
Nowaski.
Okay. Yeah, again,
just bobbled a little bit, so we'll bring it out to the 20.
Yeah, we actually got the video boards up to our right, and we actually have a monitor up here too, so I'm going to have to use that as a little bit of a little cheater for us tonight. But just kind of quickly through the starting lineups, you got the Vincennes with the center, Garrett Lane, number 75, Brighton Pinkstaff, and Tyler Haggard are the guards. Tackles are Alex Lewis, number 60, and Dustin McCrary, number 72. If they split out wide, you can see Connor Barmas out there. He's number 3.
Set in the eye, which is not a standard formation.
Actually, looking down there, it looks like I think it's number 34 that was in the fullback spot. That's Rayshawn Jefferson. So, and already, just like that, Vincennes is called for a legal movement. So I had to push him back 5, so somebody obviously jumped there.
It's a tough way to start against what we think will be a stingy Jasper defense today.
The Wildcat defense
Barmas
is pay
split
attention.
wide again.
See, Brant Nowaski actually split out this time. So
excuse me.
Talking about him, so looks like they might try to use him, but they pitch out there. It's Tuan Hawkins, and the Wildcats had him stop and they continue to move him back, and he might
good swarming
get back
defense.
To the line of scrimmage, I think, there.
Yeah, nice swarming defense. Nowaski came in to block and missed it, and we got our linebacker Tate was in the backfield, didn't get the tackle, but slowed him down and let the swarming Wildcats take care of business.
Well, the quarterback for Vincennes is number 10, Nick Holt. You also see back there Gabe Quintanilla. He is number 23 and usually in a fullback spot. Brant Nowaski, we talked about him. Tywan Hawkins is number 20. And another kid that's had a few nice catches this year, Kevin Prant, at the tight end spot. And again, it looks like penalty flags are flying and might have.
Looks like Moises Valenciano got a little aggressive on the snap count and charged across.
So that penalty will go against the Wildcats this time. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10. Ball rests at the 20-yard line. Pitch out goes to Nowaski. Nowaski looks like he easily gains about 7 on that run there on a little power pitch to the left side.
So we'll have a 3rd and 3 situation, and time for the Cats defense stiffen up. Need a play here.
So that Wildcat front line with Moises Valenciano, Corey Bukta, Boone John. Defensive ends are Philip Hipschman, number 7, and Austin Alice, number 85, are backs. Linebackers Cole Kryline and number 31, Tate Blessinger, the sophomore out there. 3rd and 3. The pitch is to Nowaski again. The Cats look like they control it this time and do a nice job. Nice. He might have gained a half yard or so, but not near enough.
Really nice job with Cole Kryline and Tate filling that hole, and the defense making a move a little bit and just coming up and closing the hole quick. Nice play. It's a big stop for Jasper to start the game.
So it looks like a 4 and out or 3 and out on that initial drive for the Vincennes Alices.
Who carried that one?
Nowaski actually carried that one for just, I think I'm going to give him a 1-yard gain. And Wildcats doing a little bit of shift because they actually got, you can see up there on the top of the screen, the 2 guys split out pretty far there, and Stallwood is trying to figure out if he needs to pick him up or not. A little confusion on the Wildcats coverage. Good thing there's a little delay there because they may not have noticed him over there. But Nowaski is the punter, number 5. Taking their time, trying to draw us off. Booked and moved a little bit there, but got back to his spot. Nowaski is going to punt this away, so a high punt over there. Cats are going to let it bounce and roll right there around the 40-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be fielded and stopped right around the 36 as well. They'll start 1st and 10. So, yeah, just like you said, Bless, nice job for the Wildcat defense to stop things on that initial drive.
Yeah, they did. They exchanged penalties, but, you give up a few yards and then stiffen up when you need to, and now the Cats get to start in good field position.
So the Wildcats come out with their offensive lineup. You got Ryan Hof, Craig Sander, and Neil Rose in the center in the 2-guard spot. Dylan Pearson and Colin Bowen are your tackles, and Austin Alice and Philip Hipschman the tight ends. But let's
start out with an empty backfield.
Five receivers this time. Quickly a throw out to the left side there, and I think that was Ben Moore who caught that football.
Ben Moore caught it, but covered up.
Nice defensive play by number 80, Deion Robinson, coming up from his corner spot. So well covered by Vincennes. Cats just get 1 yard on the pass play. So we're looking at 2nd and 9 from the 37-yard line. Cats again with twins to both sides, but they do give up the middle, and I think that was DeHale that handled that football.
Yeah.
So Vincennes a fired up and excited football team right now with 2 nice initial stops there. Just 1 yard on the first pass play, and Hale's run gains nothing. So we're going to be facing a 3rd and 9.
That's what Vincennes want, 3rd and long, but we're going to the wishbone. It looks like, kind of.
They'll roll out here. Tosses it out there, and he does catch the ball, and that looks like that's Alice who receives that ball. Nice play on the play action, and the tight end gets himself open and gets that football into Vincennes territory right at the 40-yard line.
It's a nice play. You know, they set up in the wishbone play action and sent Austin Allison put it up for the big A, as coach calls him, to make the grab.
So the pass play nets 23 yards. The Wildcats quickly there with Ben Moore getting the ball to the, looks like about the 32-yard line.
It's a really nice first down play, getting a big gain of 8 yards. You know, Jasper again, you know, as they're trying to do throughout the season, just mix the good play mix with pass and run, and big third down conversion and a good first down play on a running play right after that.
2nd and 2. The Wildcats with the blue formation this time with the I backfield play action. Rolls out, he dumps it over there. Hipschman with a nice catch. That ball was a little bit high for him, but he reached up there, made a nice snag, and plenty for the first down as he gets down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, nice play. I think his first look was covered up a little bit, and he just was patient and waited for Hipschman to get loose and put it where it needed to be, and Phillip made a nice catch. Up for the first down. Nice play.
So
the chains.
Wildcat offense moving right along here. Face that 3rd and 9 situation. Got the first 10, and now they are with a double tight end set. Wishbone backfield. Give this time is to Hale. Usually when they have that wishbone set up, you're going to have your fullback Ian Songer with Nick Hale and Ben Moore in the tailback spots.
Ian's coming out now, so we'll probably looking at some sort of spread. 2nd and 6.
So it's a gain of 4 yards for Hale on that run. Roll out. He's just finding a lot of openings right there as he hits
Ben Moore with a nice catch.
Nice play there. Taking that ball down to the 11-yard line, so the Wildcat offense just rolling right along, Bless.
Yeah, you know, a little play action and rolled out, and they flooded the zones, and Ben finds the seam, and Nolan found him.
So about 14 yards on that play. Back to the double tight end, wishbone set up. Cats try a little power football this time as they give it to Ben. He
makes the first guy miss. Yeah. Nice job there.
Nice job of getting away from the initial pop at the line of scrimmage, and gains about 3 on the play to get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So the Cats moving. Want to score on their initial drive of the football game. Vincennes went 3 and out, and the Cats moving right along on this drive here. Ball now rests at the 8. 2nd down, we'll call it 7. Gives to Moore this time. He gets down to about the 5, maybe just inside. It looks like they're going to set it right at the 5-yard line. So 3 yards on the run.
You know, down here, Jasper really just wants to use that good offensive line we've got. And just try and control the line of scrimmage and get the surge so the backs have some room. And, you know, they can make one guy miss, but the surge is really what wins the games right here, or gets your touchdowns.
Brings his man in motion. Actually pitches it out there. That is Ben Moore, and he gets that football, and it looks like he gets it across. So nice job to reach that football across there. He gave a great effort there, Blessing.
Great effort, yeah. They did a nice job of getting to him right away. Ben, as he is a very determined young man. Gives it some effort and sticks the ball across the goal line. At that point, it's a touchdown. And that looks great on the big screen up there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Look at that. You got the Vincennes fans down here.
They don't like it, but what they don't realize is as soon as the ball crosses, it's a touchdown, and he dropped it after it went across. So
all you got to do is break the plane, and he did that. I mean, he just reached it over and was able to get that ball in for the touchdown. He had the line judge right in front of him, so no need really for the video replay. Actually, the Cats got Hipschman now holding.
Yeah, Hipschman is the new holder, and Spencer Otto is the normal long snapper, and Carson Englert is filling in for him for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it looks like actually one of the Vincennes linemen, that was number 60, Alex Lewis, who jumped off there. So we'll see if the Cats decide to go for 2. It looks like they're making the personnel changes to do that. So the Wildcats, we've done that a number of times over the last few years, just trying to get them jump off, especially after that initial the first touchdown of the football game, and so the Cats take advantage that time and move that ball up. So the ball's about 1.5 yards away from the goal line. And the Cats coming out with their power set up, double tied in, and wishbone backfield. Aaron's under center. Play action, they're going to toss it out here. Aaron's looks like he have a tough time finding somebody. He lofts it up there, and coming down with the football is Alice.
Yeah, Austin Alice.
Nice job. So the Cats, instead of 7-0, make it 8-0, taking advantage of the offsides penalty on Vincennes. So we'll take a break in the action. The Wildcats score first, and they lead the Vincennes Alice's 8-0. You're watching Jasper Wildcat football from Lucas Oil Stadium here on 18 WJTS.
If I had a nickel.
If I had a nickel.
If I had a nickel for every time I wish my car had a horn. If I had a nickel for every time.
For every lucky charm I have brought to the racetrack.
If I had a nickel. For every wardrobe change I had to make. Man, if I had a nickel.
If I had a nickel for every time I coulda, woulda, shoulda.
If you had a Sunoco Rewards credit card, you'd get a nickel for every gallon you pump. Go Sunoco.
You're watching 18 WJTS Jasper.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Wildcats kicking off to Vincennes, and a big boot there by Kruger, taking him all the way to the backfield, or back to the end zone. He did step into the end zone, and
another touchback, and we like those. Starting at the 20 is a good place. There's no opportunity for the return, and Coach Aarons, I know, would take that every time.
So still first quarter action here. 5:18 on the clock. Jasper leads at 8-0, and just a really nice drive, Bless. I mean, the Wildcats mixing it up with pass and run.
They did, and that's been a key. They had the first series of downs, had a big third down pickup in the wishbone. Austin Alice is becoming a bigger part of the offense. I think they've been working on that.
So Vincennes 1st and 10. The give is to Hawkins. And looked like he was able to scamper for about 3 yards before the Wildcats attack him right there and knock him back. So Hawkins coming into this football game, one of their primary runners. He's carried the ball 57 times for 314 yards. And actually in that 30-27 loss to Sullivan, he had an outstanding game where he had 154 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. So the kid's got some ability. Vincennes with the double tight end wishbone setup. Same formation the Cats have used a number of times tonight. Run the option there. Nowoski took the pitch quickly. It looked like Holt was a little too early in pitching that thing. Didn't really give him a chance to get to the end, but nonetheless, not much gain there. Actually, maybe lost a yard on the play.
It's a nice job by Cole Kryline coming in there, and even though he misses it, he disrupts the play, and the swarming defense there's to clean it up.
So we're going to call it 3rd and 8 as the ball sits at the 22-yard line. And again, that's a big part of Vincennes' offense. They got to get the running game going for them to really challenge the Wildcats today. Holt with the football, and he pitches out there and falls onto the carpet. Yeah, and Nowoski was able to handle it, but not before the Wildcats. Hipschman on the stop there to really swarm him again. So the Wildcat defense doing their job, Bless.
Yeah, they are. They're getting good into the backfield. That one, of course, was disrupted by not a very good pitch. Vincennes really got a break by that not bouncing up into Wildcat hands and us running in for a touchdown. But good swarming defense, getting in the backfield. Good job by the Wildcats. 4th and long.
So Vincennes, nothing going on their second drive of the ball game. Nowoski's going to punt it away. Long punt, fair catch called there at about the 39-yard line.
Going to have good field position again, about the 40.
Yep, Brayton Betts actually fielding that punt there, so that's where the Wildcats are going to start things off. Actually, they're going to mark it right there at the 40-yard line. So Wildcat defense doing their job. The Wildcat offense did their job on their initial drive, and they lead this football game 8-0 with 3:09 to go. Again, we're here at Lucas Oil Stadium tonight, the home of the Indianapolis Colts, and just an exciting evening of football, I guess, since football games start a little bit later than planned, about 5:15 or so. Aaron's hands the ball off. That's Ben Moore with the football. He gets across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. We'll call it 6 yards on the game.
6-yard first down carry for Ben Moore.
And that's the thing, Blessing, just in this football game. You want the Wildcat offense to stay crisp and stay sharp. You jumped out to an early lead, but let's just keep rolling here.
Yeah, and keep executing. And, again, this is when technique becomes important, especially if Jasper's able to come down and score. Just want to make sure.
Going upstairs, looking for Zach Woods. Zach Woods waiting on the football, but it looks like a nice defensive play there. And that is Connor Barmas, who was recognized for his academic excellence, showing it on the football field his athletic excellence, and he picks that pass off. And boy, Aaron's just laid that out just a little bit too high there, as it looked like Zach Wood was just kind of camping underneath it, but Barmas came from his cornerback spot and picked that thing off. Beautiful play.
Yeah, really, Zach was behind him, and the ball just got a little bit too much air under it, and Barmas was able to make a move on it and make a big play for Vincennes.
So that gives Vincennes the football right back at the 15-yard line. They're on their third drive of the football game. 2:30 to go. Jasper leads this football game 8-0. And, this might be just what Vincennes needs to get a little bit of life going. But
nice
again,
job by Corey Buckta.
Yeah. So the offense, or the defensive line, doing a nice job of stopping that run play. That was number 34, the fullback, Rashawn Jefferson. He's 5'7", 205, and a senior. And it looks like Vincennes is going to call a timeout to try to figure things out here. So we'll take a quick break in the action. Again, from Lucas Oil Stadium, you're watching Jasper Wildcats against the Vincennes Alices on 18 WJTS. We'll be back right after this.
Introducing a car company that's never made a single car. Legendary durability. Impressive mileage. Firestone tires. So unstrap the saddle. These old stallions are ready to run. Again. Whatever you drive a Firestone.
Get quality Firestone tires at DuBois County Tire and Supply, 231 North in Jasper.
Vincennes with the football on the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard run. It's 2nd and 9.
Actually, they gave no gain there. So, well, no, they're.
Yeah, I was going to say the ball, the way they have it set there.
I guess we should look at the ball, not the chains, huh?
Yeah. Jasper leads it 8-0. 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. Holt drops back to pass. Not their specialty is throwing the football as he tries to hit Nowaski, split out to the right side, throws the ball a little bit high and incomplete. Again, he's just 10 of 26 on the season this year, Bless.
Good coverage by Braden Betts. He was right there. If he caught it, there wasn't going to be much action after the catch. I think last week I confused Braden and Cortland a few times. Their dad let me know it this week. So 14
That's
is
what you get for going to the
Braden
Booster Club meetings, and you're going to have to hear some of this stuff. So,
Which is a good event. Everybody should try and make it out on Wednesday nights out at McAdoo's 7:30 Booster Club meeting.
There you go.
Nice, good meeting. You always get to see a little film with the coach's explanation rather than mine and yours.
So the incomplete pass makes it 3rd down. Flags fly.
And the Cats certainly were anticipating a passing play. We're going to had a blitz on and got a little too aggressive. Mo again. I think he's been early all week. The Pepsi party last night. He was there right after practice before even the hosts got home.
Oh, is that right?
But he made himself at home. But so he's had an aggressive early week.
So that moves the ball to the 21-yard line, makes it 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9. And they give it to Nowaski, and he works his way through that line of scrimmage, but I don't think gets quite enough. See what they
pretty generous spot.
You see that? I know. Yeah. I was looking more at the 28-yard line, got to about the 29, and only needs 1 more yard to get the first down. So we'll see if they go for it on 4th down. So looks like
it's a big risk to go for it at that point. And it's a field position game. That's what football's all about. And so far the field's tilted toward the Jasper end, and if they don't make it 4th and short, it's just too easy, too short of a field.
Yeah, and again, it's an 8-0 football game, first quarter yet, so you just don't want to lose this football game too early. The Cats again call a fair catch.
That was a returnable one. Yeah, I'd like to see them try and return that, especially the low kick. They really got to read that and anticipate that there's going to be a little bit of room on something so low.
So that was number 20.
Still great field position, though, and the coaches just are adamant about catch the football first, and think good things will happen after that.
Okay, so the Cats get the football back. They threw the interception, but Vincennes not able to do anything with the football. And so with 1:08 to go here in the first quarter, the Wildcats still lead 8-0. And coming out here for their third drive of the football game. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Handoff is to Hale. He had a little bit of daylight there and looked like he could have opened that up for a little bit more, but got a shoestring tackle that stopped him there at the 49.
Yeah, I think he saw the gap and went for it. And, you know, it's hard to remember until you get into the rhythm of the game. He churns those legs a little bit more like he does sometimes, and he probably breaks that shoestring tackle.
Right.
Or at least he doesn't lose his shoe there. He might have been running. It looks like he's putting his shoe back on. Still a good first down play and a nice effort by Nick.
Call it 2nd and 4. Ball just shy of the 50-yard line, still in Wildcat territory. High backfield. Handoff this time to Moore, and Moore keeps his feet up. Does get across the 50 down to about the 48-yard line. We'll call it 3 yards on that game.
It's going to be close, but I think it's about 3rd and 1.
That's going to be a 3rd and pretty short one, it looks like, but that's going to bring us into the end of the quarter as clock winds down with just, well, actually a clock stoppage. I don't know why they would have stopped the clock, but they're going to run it here, and I think the Cats are going to let it roll out here. So that's the end of the first quarter. Jasper leads it 8-0 over Vincennes and have the football in Vincennes territory when we come back. You're watching Jasper Wildcat football here at Lucas Oil Stadium on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelar with Ubelar & Sons Toyota Scion in Jasper. Let's go places with Toyota. And you'll never find a better time to go places than with a low payment on a great Toyota during lease-timber at Ubelar's. Payments as low as $169 a month on Corolla, low money down, bumper-to-bumper warranty for the entire lease, and prepaid maintenance for 2 years. Go places with Ubelar Toyota and a low lease payment during lease timber. Ubelar Toyota Scion in Jasper, where customers and their friends since lease timber 1929.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Jasper Wildcats against the Vincennes Alice's. Jasper leads 8-0 as we start the second quarter. Wildcats facing a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, real short, looking for the offensive line to make the surge and get the yardage for them, and they did, and Nick got a little extra after that. So nice play for the Cats there on 3rd and short.
And again, that's just and it looks like no huddle offense too. Vincennes trying to make a personnel change on their defensive line, but the Cats lining up and actually try to bring in a back too, but not going to allow it to happen as the Wildcats quickly line up from the 41-yard line. Roll out. Pass is a little bit high and falls incomplete. Looks like he was intended for Hollis on that play.
Yeah, and Austin was dragging across the middle there in the mid-depth, and he had him. Nolan just missed him, which is it's been quite unusual this year so far. But
he has completed 62% of his passes on the season. Gives to Hale this time. Hale tripped up there at the line of scrimmage. It looks like it was number 34, Rayshawn Jefferson. Not only plays fullback, but looks like he plays safety as well for the Alice's. So a gain of just 1 on that run.
So 3rd and long, and Cats are in the pistol. Something happened before the snap, and I'm not sure what.
Yeah, actually Vincennes calling the timeout. So we'll take a break in the action. 11:18 to go here in the second quarter. Jasper leads 8-0 over the Vincennes Alice's. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
Share great news with the Dollar Menu. An amazing new taste to share. Dollar Menu. Always sharing all your favorites for just $1 every day.
Check.
Hey, I got us oatmeal, loaded with fruit and totally delicious. Pony takes castle, touchdown. Not just breakfast smart.
Get 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit sandwiches for just $3.33.
Wildcats facing a 3rd and 9 after the timeout by Vincennes. Shotgun formation. Look, the quarterback's going to keep his football blessed. Look at this.
Nice
Aarons,
play.
he fooled everybody on that play as he's running the sideline trying to get into the end zone. Did he get in? Nope, it looks like he's just going to be short, but a nice play by the Wildcats. That's something they worked on this week quite a bit. And, we got a penalty flag, though. All right. So we'll see if this is coming back. It's usually not good news
for the offense when it's sitting back there and the referees haven't.
Yeah, so Aarons actually just took that snap. It was a high snap, but it wasn't a broken play, I don't think. I mean, it was something, it looked like it was designed. He took it about 38 yards to the 2-yard line, but penalty flag sits there. We'll see what they call.
Now the Wildcats in this situation with the...
Oh, a personal foul against Vincennes. Okay. Holding.
Offsetting.
Okay.
It'd be offsetting, right?
But how do you decline a personal foul against Vincennes?
Yeah, we don't want to decline that. We want to decline if there's not.
Shouldn't that not be offsetting penalties?
It has to be offsetting. You wouldn't decline an offsetting penalty.
Okay, not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So the hold was actually, I guess, just 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to move the ball to the back in the Wildcat territory in the 49-yard line, so really at 11 yard.
Yeah. Now the goal for the Cats here on 3rd and this long is to get some of the yardage back because it's four down territory.
Yeah. Actually, nice defensive tackle, open field tackle by Connor Barmas for Vincennes on that play as they threw out into the flat to Zach Wood. And it looks like it was a gain of about 8 on the play. So that's going to make it 4th and 12.
Probably set up in the scrum punt.
Yeah, actually.
Rugby punt.
Aarons is back there to punt.
Could pin him down there deep.
43-yard line. They throw back, though. Look at this. Wide open. Is that Stallwood?
I think it's Stallwood, yeah.
Yeah, Stallwood catches that football. So a great play by the Jasper Wildcats, who the holding penalty negated the 38-yard run by Aarons, who took it all the way down to the 2-yard line. So then the Wildcats on 4th and 12 throw to the opposite side. Again, it's that rugby style punting play that the Wildcats try to make out there, but the Cats take advantage with an open pass play.
It's almost like every time it's an option, but I think in that case they were really looking for that as the first option and then kick it if it wasn't there.
So Moore is going to get the football this time, tries to get to the outside, and he's tackled over there by number 20, Tywan Hawkins. But not before he gains about 3 yards on the run. So 2nd and 7, ball now rests at the 13-yard line. Cats on the move. Gamble on 4th down. Come up with a big conversion when they're facing a 4th and 12. Moore gets the football to the left side. Open.
Looks like it's going to be a first down.
He just needed to get to the 6-yard line, but he got right to the 6. So it looks like they're calling that a first down. So that's all he needed. 7 yards on the run for big number 12. So now 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. This time they give it to Songer, the fullback, and he gained about 3 on the play. Looks like he's going to get just right around the 3-yard line is where the line judge is standing there. So 3 yards for big number 21, Ian Songer, the junior. So the Cats looking to add to this 8-0 lead that they enjoy with 8:47 to go here in the 2nd quarter. This time Hale gets the football. And he finds an opening, gets knocked right at about the goal line, but dances his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice run and a nice block out front by the backers and a little room from the offensive line. Looks like Ben Moore, nice block, and then Nick Hale did his job and got into the end zone.
So Wildcats lead it 14-0. And in to kick the extra point. And we got Vincennes to jump off the last time and went for 2 and converted on that play. This would give the Wildcats a 15-0 lead. Snap is down, kick is up, looks true, and it is. So the Wildcats with a 15-0 lead here with 8:38 to go in the second quarter. So you're watching Wildcat football here at Lucas Oil Stadium on 18 WJTS. We'll take a break and be right back after this.
For quality workmanship and reasonable prices, call Best for Less Painting Services, interior and exterior. Doug Schmidt and his crew offer guaranteed results. Call 482-9653 for Best for Less Painting Services. Go Cats!
You're watching 18 WJTS Jasper.
Oil Stadium, the Jasper Wildcats lead this football game over the Vincennes Alice's 15-0. The Wildcats converting on a 4th and 12 from the 43-yard line, 27 yards on the pass from Aarons to Scott Stallwood, and get that ball down to the 16-yard lines. A few plays later, you're seeing Nick Hale getting across for the touchdown.
Vincennes going to be able to return. There's a little block in the back, and whatever happens is going to be negated a little bit.
It looks like he just got that ball to the 22-yard line. I think that was Nowaski with the return on that play, but block in the back is going to bring that back. So, yeah, bless. I mean, the Wildcat offense take away the interception that Aarons threw, but you kind of look at that as a second down punt, really. It just pushed him back. You're talking about field position. And
kept us on that end of the field, and and the two drives Jasper's had a good combination again of pass and run. That's what we've been working on all year, of a good balance. And what makes the difference between winning games and really surging forward in games is making big plays. And on both touchdown drives, we had a big third down conversion on 3rd and long, and then that big 4th down conversion. And you can count on, if we're inside the 50, I'd say it's 50-50 chance we're probably going to go for it, even if we're in the rugby style punt formation.
Yeah. All right, so Vincennes will start actually at the 9-yard line.
And of course, battling bad field position again, but it looks like we're off. Looks like the right side jumped. I don't know if it was their guy jumped or ours, but
we've seen our share of penalties so far in this football game, and that's one is going to go against the Wildcats. That's the 3rd time the Wildcats have been called for jumping off sides on the defensive side there. So
in some ways, you want to be aggressive, but not that aggressive.
That's going to move the ball to the 14-yard line. That's 5 yards of free football play there. So Vincennes gives Nowaski. Nowaski tries to get the outside, and the Cats defense just not allowing it to happen.
Yeah,
I think
look at all the Cats by the ball. That's great to see that.
There's Cole Kryline on the play.
Yeah, and Scott Stallwood, I think, came up and made the initial hit. He's plays like a linebacker from the safety position.
So Nowaski actually no gain on the play. So again, need 5 more yards for the first down. 2nd and 5. Right at the 8-minute mark here in the first half. Wildcats lead at 15-0. Vincennes double tied in with the wishbone backfield. Pitch out, and
ball's on the ground.
The football is Hawkins, and the Wildcats just smother him at that particular point. Looks like
just mishandled it a little bit.
76 Corey Buchner was one of the first ones there to pop him, along with Cole Kryline and also Braden Betts.
Once that ball was on the ground, he was in big trouble, and now that seems like a pretty generous spot, but they got a better look at it than me. I thought he was farther back than that.
Yeah, so we're going to call it a 4-yard loss as that ball moves back to the 10-yard line. So Vincennes just not really able to muster any offense against this smothering Wildcat defense, and they're going to try to pass it this time, throwing it backside. The pass is up there, and Stallwood almost picks that thing off.
Yeah. What's great about that is the Cats were in perfect position. Stallwood, the defensive cornerback, was back there, and the Cats saw it coming, and they were there to guard against it. Good pressure.
So Vincennes still waiting for their first.
Grant Teal might, based on a review of that, Grant Teal is waiting for it. He might have picked it off if Scott hadn't tipped it, but always best to go for the ball.
Absolutely. So the Vincennes punting from their end zone this time. Low punt. It rolls out there, and Betts actually is going to field it.
Braden's going to pick it up. He's got some room, get some yardage.
There you go. Gets to the outside, gets across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. So it actually a pretty nice return there.
Yeah, it was, and it was a good job for him to pick it up. You know, we let it roll and let them kill it. It's at the 50-yard line, but instead he picks it up, gets some positive yardage, and we're inside the 35 with a very short field.
So the Wildcats with great field position to start things off here. Ball rests at the Vincennes 33-yard line. Cats lead it 15-0.
Nick Hale dot in the eye, giving it to Songer.
Songer with a beautiful run up the middle for the fullback. Looks like he gained about, I think it's a 10-yard gain there. Should be enough for a first down, or real close.
Looks like they're going to give him 9 3/4 yards.
9 3/4, okay.
So I guess we can't give him 10 yards on
9 yards, I guess, on the official stat sheet.
It's too bad. It's closer to 10 than 9.
So the ball, we're going to still say it's at the 23-yard line of Vincennes. Aaron's back to throw, throws it out there. Alice catches the ball right at the 15-yard line. Just shy, actually. It looks like they're going to mark that at the 16. So a nice pitch and catch there out in the flat, Bless.
Yeah, you know, he's a big, good target, good hands, and Nolan put it right where he needed to, and just a nice little play. Take those all day long.
So the ball now sits at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cats. Aaron's looking backside. Throws it over there. Hipschman, I think, was the... Yep, Hipschman was trying to haul that thing in, but got turned around a little bit.
A little bit turned around. Had a little space.
Yeah, it was just one of those cases where I don't know if Hipschman went the wrong way. If he'd been looking to over his outside shoulder there, he might have been able to haul that thing in, but falls incomplete, so the Cats facing 2nd and 10 from the 16. Aaron's with the wishbone backfield. This time gives to Moore. Moore reverses his field there. And
they had nice space there. Offensive lineman up front doing a good job. And, you know, even on a play like that, you know, that's to Neil Rose and Colin Bowl inside, but Craig Sanders and Dylan on the other side just create space.
So we're going to give him 6 yards on the run. Ball sits at the 10-yard line. 2nd down. Hale gets the football, gets to the outside. Looks plenty for the first down as he gets inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. So Hale's actually having some pretty nice runs out there as well, Bless. 7 yards on that carry.
Yeah, gets him into the mid-20s, and you know, we got, I'd say, about 60 yards rushing and a good balance with that, along with about 80 yards passing.
So 1st and goal for the Cats. Looking to add to this 15-0 lead, and quickly Hale just takes that thing right in for another touchdown. So 3 more yards for Hale. And the Wildcats now lead this football game 21-0 with 4:53 on the clock.
Yeah, his 2nd touchdown of the game. Nice run, good blocking up front. Good job by the Cats, and really nice drive. Just a short, starting with a short field, but nice connection with Hollis, and then just powered in there. Good job.
So the Wildcat offense with actually 3 rushing touchdowns. Moore had the first one of 5 yards, and then 2 Nick Hale touchdowns, both of them of 3 yards. And looks like the Wildcats going to come back into the huddle here. I'm sure they'll still kick the extra point. They lead 21-0, 4:53 to go. Here in the first half of action here at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Wildcats against the Vincennes Alices in a Big 8 clash here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Here's the snap, kick, up and through. So the Wildcats lead at 22-0 here over the Vincennes Alices. You're watching Wildcat football here in Lucas Oil Stadium on 18 WJTS. We'll be back right after this.
Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper has long been a staple in the community where friends and family come together. And now, the coolest place to go is even cooler. Dairy Queen is proud to offer Orange Julius drinks. Try one of our over 40 new drink and smoothie combinations. From Strawberry Sensation to Mango Passion, you're sure to find something sweet and refreshing. We're also newly remodeled, so feel free to eat inside or take it to go. And of course, we still offer the best frozen treats around, including blizzards and ice cream cakes. Dairy Queen at the Y in Jasper, a tradition since the 1950s.
Kyle Kruger's got the football right there at the X on the 40-yard line. A little wobbler this time. Fielded about the 11-yard line, and looks like Vincennes going to try a little reverse play. They do hand it off to Nowaski. Doesn't gain anything, really.
Yeah, it really just took too much time to develop, and I understand what they're trying to do is mix it up a little bit, but taking that much time almost hurt him more than helped him.
It's a nice job by Grant Teal, the sophomore cornerback on the kickoff team, making a play there. So Vincennes, who is not really...
They really haven't had anything going on.
No first downs in this entire football game. It's basically been 3 and out every time. So the Jasper Wildcat defense doing their job, their offense doing the job, putting 22 points on the board and lead this football game 22-0. So Vincennes starts at their own 16-yard line. Wishbone set up. Nowaski, who, again, a fine running back, but just not really able to find any opportunities today as that Wildcat defense all over it. Coming up from his corner spot there to help out on that play is Grant Teal.
A couple sophomores on that, Tate and Grant. After the initial slowdown by the other guys. Nice job.
So 2nd and 8. You mentioned Nowaski, who was a pretty versatile football player out there in the first 4 games. Vincennes is 1-3 on the season right now, but Nowaski doing quite a bit with running, passing, and catching the football, but not today against this Wildcat defense. As the Cats just attack right there. Actually, Boone Johns went with a nice play, and also Hipschman on there.
Yeah, just getting in their backfield, disrupting everything. They're just, the Cats are really dominating up front, and that's really where the difference is made whenever games get into this situation. Really, anytime you're watching football, you watch that line of scrimmage and see how things are going there. It's going to give you a real good indication of who's probably going to win the game.
Yeah, so a 2-yard loss on that run. So back to needing 10 yards for a first down. Vincennes, 3rd and 10. This time a quick pitch out there to Hawkins, see if he can find some space to the outside, and the Cats just push him towards the sidelines. There's Braden Betts forcing him outside and out of bounds. So again,
that brings up 4th and long, and another no first downs for the Alices.
Well, the thing is, Bless, defensively, we're doing a really nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage. Our backs are coming up, making plays. Linebackers are filling their spots. And also, pass coverage has been good as well. So just a solid, dominating performance for this defense so far.
Yeah, nice effort. It'd be nice to get one more score for the Wildcats before halftime.
Actually, it looks like Hawkins is over there. I don't know if and he looked like he hobbled after that play, and he's going to have to come out of this football game. He was on that punt, spread out there actually on the punt receive.
Yeah, I don't know if he's cramping or if he injured himself on that last play when he got ran out of bounds.
Yeah, he actually looked. I think he might have pulled something before he took the hit.
The Cats are, got 3 minutes to go. They'd love to get another score. And this is a great opportunity to try and come in and block one, if they make a big play. Little sophomore teamwork. Tate Blessinger tying Grant Teal's shoe. I think he'd be capable of that, but it's good to have a friend to do it if you got one.
So the Cats should get really good field position again. Nowaski again, a low punt.
Cats got close to blocking that.
Betts gets across the 40, across the 35, down to the 30-yard line before
another
he's run
great
out of
field
bounds.
position.
Yep.
We've barely played on the other side of the 50 for the Wildcats on offense, and certainly not on defense. So.
Yeah, because actually I think just our first drive started at the 36-yard line. We're in Vincennes territory there. The next one was at the 40, but that was the pass interception. And after that, Cats have just had great field position and have come up with scores pretty well, other than the one drive where Aarons was picked off deep. So Jasper here with the football at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Pistol formation, quick toss out there. He gets it to Zach Wood. Zach gets a nice block from Hipschman and gains about 12 on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice play. Good little catch and run by Zach.
So we'll mark that down as number 2 to number 87 for 12 yards. Give the Cats a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Cats want to get back on the board again before this half is over. Hale's going to make it easy on this one with a 19-yard touchdown run right up the middle.
With lots of space and, did his work. It's a good run. Good job by the Wildcats offensive line. Spread it out, single back, and just weaves his way into the end zone. Nice job.
So an easy effort there for the Wildcats. Takes just 2 plays to go 31 yards, and with
85 just obliterated.
Yeah, did you see the replay?
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but he killed that guy.
No problem, man. Anytime you see a play like that, it's worth noting. So the Wildcats with a 28-0 lead here, and 2:45 on the clock here in the second quarter. Kruger's kick is up and perfectly through, and that makes it 29-0. So the Wildcats with a dominating performance. Vincennes yet to get a first down with their offense. The Cats defense really helping the Wildcat offense with giving them great field position. And that time the Wildcats start off at the 31-yard line, and 2 plays later in the end zone. And they lead it 29-0 here at Lucas Oil Stadium. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
If I had a nickel.
If I had a nickel for every rain delay.
For every time my mom said I should have been an architect.
A doctor.
A lawyer.
For every inch I couldn't reach.
For every time I used fluid dynamics to reduce my drag coefficient.
For every time.
For every time somebody joked with me about having gas.
For every time I couldn't find my sunglasses.
For every time I pretended a grocery cart was a race car.
For every time.
We bidding for 4 tires in Sunoco.
Man, if I had a nickel.
If you had a Sunoco Rewards credit card, you'd get a nickel for every gallon you pump. Go Sunoco.
Kruger's boot is deep, and no return this time. No.
Yeah.
Connor Barmas fielded it right there at about the C for the Colts. And plus, again, just a dominating performance offensively and defensively for this Wildcat football team. You got Nick Hale with 3 touchdowns already.
And I think, a good job by the running backs, and everybody seems to be playing well and doing their job. And I think the coaching staff for the Wildcats thought that we had them outmanned, but until you get on the field and perform and execute, you just don't know. And there's still a half of football to go here, but the way things look, the Cats certainly are dominating pretty much every phase of the game.
Well, the bottom line is you just want to make sure you take care of business. I mean, if you get in a football game like this, and I know Vincennes has been shorthanded. I think they had 3 starters on defense that have missed the last couple weeks, but you just want to make sure you take care of business on the field, and the Cats are doing just that.
Yeah.
Penalty flags fly on that one. Vincennes actually had a nice long run, but
but it looks like there's going to be a penalty that brings it back. So unless it's on us.
Yeah. So the Alices just cannot get a break tonight. Again, just still looking for that first down. It looked like they were going to get it on a nice run there, but because that was Barmas, I think, who carried the football on that play. But
it was a good run and nice hole there, and that's a hole that the Vincennes Alices just haven't had yet until that play. And maybe it was because they held, or maybe it wouldn't have mattered, but.
Now they're going to face a 1st and 21 as that ball goes to the 9-yard line. So Vincennes, wishbone formation. They give it to the first man through. I assume that's their fullback, number 34, Rayshawn Jefferson. Yep. And he pulls his way for about 5 yards on the play.
They had listed 23 as their starting, or at least the films earlier, their starting fullback. I don't know if
actually Jasper's going to call a timeout here, just kind of gather themselves defensively. So we'll take a quick break. Jasper leads at 29-0 over Vincennes with 2:14 to go here in the first half. You're watching Wildcat football at Lucas Oil Stadium on 18 WJTS.
Until there's a cure for Alzheimer's disease, it's comforting to know there's a place like Augustus Cottage at the Timbers of Jasper. Augustus Cottage focuses on maintaining a secure, home-like environment where residents have a sense of belonging. Augustus Cottage staff are trained, compassionate, and patient. If someone you you love has memory loss, there's a place to turn for help. I'm Deb Lloyd, Memory Care Facilitator, and we're the Timbers of Jasper, where caring people make the difference.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Vincennes Alices had a nice, it was about a 13-yard run by Barmas that would have given them their first first down, but negated on a penalty. This time they try a little fake over there to Barmas, a little Statue of Liberty type play.
Yeah,
but,
nice tackle.
Coming up on the open field.
Is that Scott Stallwood, I believe?
Stallwood?
I believe it's single-digit number, unless it was Grant. Oh no, Grant Teal.
Yeah, watching it on the replay monitor up here. Actually, no, it's Grant Teal coming up.
Yeah, nice play. Great tackle.
So number 3 on the run. Did gain about 6 yards on the play, but Teal did a nice job of picking that up. So anytime you make an open field tackle like that, that's huge. So
yeah.
All right, another timeout on the field, so we'll take another break with 2:02 to go here in the first half. Jasper leads 29-0. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
TV 18. Local people watching local people. WJTS CD, Jasper, Indiana.
It's taken a lot of preparation and hard work for the Cats to get in shape for today's game. Your furnace is the same way. Fall's coming soon and you're going to flip the switch and expect your furnace to heat the place up. Before you do, call Maringer's Plumbing and Heating at 482-4425 and they'll send a serviceman out to get your furnace in shape for the season ahead. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating, your local Trane dealer, will also give you a free estimate on a new Trane high-efficiency gas furnace. Because like they always say, it's hard to stop a train just like it's hard to stop the Wildcat football team. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating says go Cats.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium, Vincennes trying to get their first down of the football game, mixing it up a little bit.
And they're spread out wide right. Sure looking for a pass here. Sent a lot of guys. Didn't hold containment. And
Holt does complete
they're gonna
that
call
football.
it.
He got the rollout. Actually, Cats had a little pressure on the quarterback, but he was able to escape that pressure and rifles a shot over there to the sidelines to the 30-yard line. So
yeah, really,
first down play.
Yeah, it's a nice play, nice catch. But really, what the Cats got to do is hold containment on that. It's a good call, good catch by Barmas. But if they contain that, then it disrupts the pass and it just makes it difficult.
So he gets the 10 yards needed for the first down. And so, like I said, Barmas is just a tool and a weapon that they're trying to take advantage of on this drive. He's touched the ball 3 times. Gets the big first down grab there. And Holt pulled out a little bit too early, so this is going to be a penalty on him this time. So the quarterback a little over anxious, so he gets called for the false start there, and it's going to move him back 5 yards. So just on this drive alone, he had Barmas with a 13-yard run, but it was called back on a holding penalty, and it's right there after they get that first down. Now moving back to 1st and 15. Moving the ball back to the 25-yard line. Minute 54 to go here in the first half. Jasper leads it big, 29-0 over Vincennes.
Yeah, and Vincennes would really love to get something going. Just a little bit of momentum here somehow, some way.
Look at
and there was no momentum there.
Boone John actually lined up at the left tackle spot that time and just smothered the running back for no gain, or actually a loss of about, I'm going to say a loss of about 2. So they'll face a 2nd and 17. Ball now rests at the 23-yard line. Clock ticking at 1:16 on the left here in the first half.
2nd and very long.
Holt backs the throw. Tosses the pass out there, and
Graham's
Cats try to break. Yep, actually good coverage.
Real good coverage, and that's a long throw. I mean, it's 15 yards downfield, but it's 35 yards across, and it's just hard for high school quarterbacks to make that throw.
So Nick Holt trying to find his new weapon on this drive, Connor Barmas. But nice job by the sophomore, number 11 out there, Grant Teal, breaking up that play.
Grant did a nice job on coverage. He was covering his man, and then he looked for the ball when he knew it was in the air.
Ball still sits at the 23-yard line, 3rd and 17 for the Alices with 1:02 on the clock. Pitch out is Nowoski, and all over it is Pablo Santos. Number 43 coming in from his defensive tackle spot and making a nice pop on that.
Nice job by Pablo. Last night, Pablo had some peanut butter cookies that were donated from somebody, and this morning he asked Tate if there were any left after the Coke party, and he wanted to bring them on the bus. So
he wanted to bring those along.
Yeah, so that was a peanut butter cookie tackle there. Okay,
so another timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break in the action. 57 seconds to go here in the first half. Jasper leads big, 29-0 over Vincennes here at Lucas Oil Stadium. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
Until there's a cure for Alzheimer's disease, it's comforting to know there's a place like Augustus Cottage at the Timbers of Jasper. Augustus Cottage focuses on maintaining a secure, home-like environment where residents have a sense of belonging. Augustus Cottage staff are trained, compassionate, and patient. If someone you love has memory loss, there's a place to turn for help. I'm Deb Lloyd, Memory Care Facilitator, and we're the Timbers of Jasper, where caring people make the difference.
Vincennes set the punt again. They did get a first down on that drive there on a pass play to Connor Barmas, but Waski way back here to punt it from about the 10-yard line. Again, he's just getting those low punts, so it gives Betts another good opportunity to get a good return there as he gets down to about the 32-yard line. We're going to say 33 is where they're going to spot it. But, again, you're in scoring position here, Blake.
Yeah, here we are. I mean, there's 45 seconds, and you can't let off the gas and just say, hey, we're good enough. This is the time where you really got to make something good happen. If you got time, just run offense that makes you better. And it looks like we're setting up in the spread, run a little 2-minute drill here. And this is real live tackle football where you can get some good work in. And it's still the first half, so you're just trying to extend the lead, and maybe later if we keep this up, a lot of the guys that typically aren't in on the games will get to experience the playing surface at Lucas Oil.
Absolutely. So we'll take another quick break. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Jasper leads 29-0 over Vincennes. We'll be back right after this.
Ackerman Oil Company and Circle A Food Mart. Shoot for perfection. Starting with our quality Sunoco gasoline, the official fuel of NASCAR. With 2 convenient locations in Jasper, there's no reason to pass up the opportunity to stock up for the big game. And Sunny Chicken Tenders are always a big hit at your festivities. The Sunny Sense Car Wash lets you be just as bright as the stars of Jasper High School.
Cats with the football at the 33-yard line of Vincennes, and 45 seconds to work with here at the end of the first half. And they actually give it to Alice on an inside counter, and look at that as he gets down close to the 10, just shy of the 10 to about the 11-yard line. So a huge 22-yard run there for Alice. And so the Cats.
It's a nice play. Little misdirection counter. And
so quickly the Wildcats work there. He throws out to the sidelines and he hits Hipschman.
Out of bounds. Stop the clock. It's good quick work by the Wildcats.
So it gives me a chance to kind of catch up here too. Little pass play out to Hipschman, gets that ball. It's about an 8-yard gain to the 3-yard line. So first and goal for the Wildcats there. Or I'm sorry, second and goal. Try to throw it out there. Alice snags it and he takes it in for the touchdown. So it does not take the Wildcats long at all. Just about 20 seconds on that drive to make this score 35-0. And again, a situation like that, Bless, you never know when you're going to have to face, a situation where you've only got 45 seconds or so to go. And so, at this particular point, I know the Wildcats are dominating this football game so far, but you always got to take advantage of opportunities like this to work on, 2-minute offenses or quick score offenses.
And you got a competitive team trying to stop you, and that's exactly right. It's full speed scrimmage where, a lot of times you don't realize this, but in practice they don't do a lot of tackling. They hit, they don't bring them down, but this is real live, quick full speed opportunity to work on things, and Jasper certainly executed on that series of downs.
There was no doubt there. I mean, actually, Alice was big on 2 plays. I mean, he had the initial run of 22 yards on that inside counter play. A lot of times you used to run that with a wing back, especially when the Wildcats ran more of a formation where they actually had it more, not really a wing back, more of a slot.
Yeah.
But, they would give it to him on the inside play. But, Alice, coming from his tight end position, is positioned about the same spot of where that play used to run. But, he's just such an athlete. You just got to get the ball in his hands and take it for 22 yards.
Every chance you get, every different opportunity we get, he's certainly a weapon we've got to use as much as possible. And he makes everybody else better. He keeps you honest by, overloading and watching him. And when he does get it, it's awfully usually good things happen as well.
So the 3-yard touchdown.
So all the Jasper fans are getting on the big board. I could start naming them, but
there you go.
I'd leave somebody out.
Well, Nick Hale's parents right there. You can see them. As Kruger kicks it off, and this one's going to be fielded about the 8-yard line. That's Hawkins, who's back in the football game. But Stallwood stops him and then gets plenty of help from his friends out there. So it looks like he's going to have that football at about the 14-yard line. So Vincennes, I guess they would probably just take a knee at this particular point with just 15 seconds to go. And
yeah, at this place on the field, it'd be real dangerous to do anything other than that. But maybe they'll run one up the middle or something. But if they try too much, too interesting, they're just looking for trouble.
Jasper leads at 36-0 over Vincennes. So we come right to the tail end of the first half. It looks like Holt's going to take a knee, and that's how we're going to end things. So a dominating performance overall, offensively and defensively. Vincennes was just able to get 1 first down. So the Wildcat defense just totally taking them out of their game plan. And the Jasper Wildcats offensively pretty well executing perfectly their game plan overall, Bless.
Yeah, just a real nice first half for the Wildcats. It's really exactly what they wanted to do. There were some big plays, but not, like 80 or 90 yarder, just sustained drives. Right. Of course, the field was short for Jasper the whole first half. And that got to give credit to the defense for that. They just kept Vincennes bottled up and, 1 first down, which was really with just a minute or two to go in the first half. That's, you're going to expect to win most of those, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. We'll take a break in the action. We'll be back here with second half action coming up. Jasper Wildcats lead it here at Lucas Oil Stadium over the Vincennes Alices, 36-0. You're watching Jasper Wildcat football here on 18 WJTS.
Get whatever you want, baby.
Let's just share a 20-piece.
20 McNuggets for only $4.99? She's beautiful, smart, and sensible.
McDonald's Crispy Juicy Chicken McNuggets. There's always more to love at McDonald's.
Check.
Hey, I got us oatmeal, loaded with fruit and totally delicious. Pony takes castle, touchdown. I'm not just breakfast smart.
Get 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit sandwiches for just $3.33.
We're at halftime here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Jasper Wildcats, with a dominating performance in the first half, lead this football game 36-0 over the Vincennes Alices. And Bless, when it's a dominating performance offensively and defensively, obviously you're probably going to have some pretty gaudy numbers. What's it look like over there?
Well, the Cats, a good mix again, 123 yards rushing, 50 for Nick Hale, 39 for Ben Moore. Austin Ollis had a nice 22-yard rumble. Ian Sunger had a couple of nice carries for 12 yards for a total 123. And then Nolan Aarons, 11 of 14. He did throw 1 pick, but has 150 yards passing. So a good balanced attack and really dominating performance. Whenever you look to the other side, Vincennes, total of 20 yards rushing and 10 yards passing, so total yards of 30 yards in the first half. And just a good job by Jasper defense and Jasper's offense to take advantage of the great field position that they were given. And the Cats played hard and did what they needed to do here in the first half.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, Vincennes, we talked about where they just had 1 first down in that first half, and Wildcats actually with 13 first downs, 5 rushing and 8 passing. So yeah, it's just pretty well been a nice, dominating, well-balanced offense again for the Wildcats, and it's kind of been that way all year, because Aarons is getting his numbers and being extremely accurate tonight with 11 of 14 in the air. But, again, it's just offset, or not really offset, but basically balanced well with a great rushing night as well with 123 yards.
Yeah, and a lot of guys involved. We're used to Nick Hale and Ben Moore sharing the load of the carries. But, two other guys had carries, but we have five guys, that have caught passes. And they're not new names either, but Austin Ollis has 3 catches for 33 yards. Ben Moore, 3 for 21 yards. Both those guys scored touchdowns. Zach Wood, 2 catches for a total of 58 yards. Philip Hipschman with a couple more catches, and Scott Stallwood gets his first reception of the year on a 4th down conversion on a fake punt.
Right. Well, that's the thing with the Wildcat passing game this year is that, over the years it seems like, maybe 1 or 2 receivers are dominating the receptions, but this year he's just really mixing it up. Early on it seemed like Austin Alice was pretty well keyed on as far as pass defenses and everything. Probably wasn't as open as what some of the other guys were, but yeah, now he's starting to get those opportunities. 3 catches for 33 yards, but he still spreads it out. With Ben Moore, Zach Wood, Philip Hipschman, and all that. So
all very really capable guys.
Right.
Yeah, all very capable. And we had some punt returns. We haven't seen a lot of those. Braden Betts, number 14, had 3 punt returns for let's see.
Showing 15 yards.
He showed 15 yards long of 20, but he probably had 15-yard average. It would be more likely. But a nice job finding a few seams. And these special teams matter too. And then we haven't missed any PATs. And Cal Kruger kicking off had 3 touchbacks, and that really puts you in a good position on defense to only start at the 20 instead of what happens to be a lot of times outside of the 30 for high school teams.
The Cats have scored 5 touchdowns in this football game, lead 36-0. They will start off the second half with the football. Is fielding it there is Ben Moore, and he runs that ball to about the 34-yard line. And the Cats have just faced great field position for the most part, set up by a great job defensively by the Wildcat defense. But there's right now starting at the 36-yard line and lead this football game big, 36-0.
Yeah, and let's see how we get started here. I'm sure we're gonna keep running our offense and try and make some things happen. As standard for Jasper on starting in the second half, we usually start out in the eye and try and control with some running game.
The pitch out there is to Moore as he tries to get to the outside, and he does move. A lot of opening, and boy, if they can't catch him there, it might be over. Another missed tackle before he's finally brought down by number 34, Vincennes. That's Rayshawn Jefferson, who was able to run him down, but not before he runs that football all the way into Vincennes territory to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice run. He made a move on the one guy on the outside, and then made a nice cutback later to get a few more yards. And that's just a nice big play, big start to the second half.
39 yards on the run. So 1st and 10, I formation. Wildcats give to the fullback, and that's Songer, and
he's fighting.
He muscles his way to about the 22-yard line, so a gain of 5. Go back here.
So right away the Cats are on the other side of the field. Didn't take long to get down here close. A couple of nice running plays to start the second half.
2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. Give is to Moore. Gets across the 22, about the 19-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the play for Moore. And that will bring up 3rd and 2. So Wildcats doing it with the run to start things off here. We're early part of the second half here in the third quarter with 10:24 on the clock. Cats lead big, 36-0. Aarons gives to Moore again. Plenty for the first down. It looks like he gets it down to about the 16-yard line. So that's where the Wildcats will go 1st and 10.
And here they're knocking on the door again.
This Vincennes defense just not had any answer whatsoever for this rolling Wildcat offense, whether it's with the pass, with the run here in the second half. Wishbone backfield. Give us to Moore again. And
nice.
He just with
nice
multiple
effort.
efforts. Yeah, it's a second or third effort there to get it across the 10-yard line and gets himself a nice gain of 7. So it's been all Ben Moore pretty well.
Yeah, here in the second half, Ian had a nice run, but Ben's had most of the rest of it, and that puts him close to the century mark.
It's actually 4 carries out of the 5 plays on this drive so far. Ball sits at the 9. They give it to Ian this time, and he's going to be a little bit short of that first down, it looks like, as he gets down to about the 7-yard line. They need to get to the 6 for the first. So a 2-yard run there.
Be 3rd and short. Certainly the Cats are in 4-down territory with the lead and the amount of distance they have to go.
Moore gets it this time and finds an opening and just prances into the end zone for the 7-yard touchdown. So just like that, the Wildcats waste no time with 8:35 on the clock here in the third quarter, and they increase the lead to 42-0 over Vincennes.
Yeah, nice drive. Just mostly Ben Moore, little bit of Ian Songer, and just march it down the field, and that's what the Cats wanted. Dominate the first possession. That's why they defer. Gives them the momentum for the rest of the game. Not that the Cats didn't have it going in with the 40 or the 36-0 lead, but certainly extended it. And
penalties, flags fly down there.
They're going to call it on
Jasper.
us.
Yeah, Jasper must have moved there, and so it's going to move us back 5. We'll just make it a little bit further back for Cal Kruger, who's actually kicked very well. I know that he's been having some trouble with his timing with a new snapper out there with Spencer Otto being out, but the new holder tonight and Hipschman, they've been pretty smooth most of the night. There's a snap, the kick up, and perfectly through. So Jasper with a big 43-0 lead, score on their first drive of the second half. So the Wildcats here at Lucas Oil Stadium lead Vincennes 43-0. We'll be back right after this.
You're watching 18 WJTS Jasper.
Introducing a car company that's never made a single car. We took the power of a 9-year-old V8 and gave it the impressive handling of Firestone's Destination tire. Now, moms agree. Every milk run feels like a victory lap. So whatever you drive a Firestone.
Get quality Firestone tires at DuBois County Tire and Supply, 231 North in Jasper.
Goes 66 yards, all run plays, and the Wildcats now lead 43-0 after the 7-yard touchdown run by Ben Moore. And Vincennes on the return. That's Hawkins, and he finds an opening on the sideline there, and before Stallwood finally knocks him out of bounds, but he gets to the 37-yard line. So probably about the highlight of the football game so far for Vincennes.
It was a nice return.
So actually on that last drive, we had 7 run plays. 5 of them were run by Ben Moore. And what'd you have in there, 59 yards, Wes?
Yeah, 59 yards out of the 66. It brings him close to 100 yards for the afternoon.
He actually came in, he had 39 yards in the first half, so he's knocking on that central mark there.
A bunch of Wildcats in on that one. Defensive line did a nice job. Dictates in on the tackle, but basically, as it's been all day, a bundle of Wildcats in on the play.
Again, just absolute domination of that line of scrimmage for the Wildcat defense. Just 1 yard on that last run. Ball at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 9. And a little bit of movement again. I think this was on their left guard this time. I don't know if they've made any personnel changes from their initial starting lineup, but They actually had Tyler Haggard starting there, but I was trying to see. I think guard was number 60 something.
It's hard to
66
tell.
actually. That's 66 is Caleb Fritz was called for that penalty on that play. They've just been, I know they've just not been able to really come up with much offense today, but they've had their share of penalties too, Bruce.
Yeah. When things go wrong, it seems to get worse and worse, or at least you notice them more. So, when they don't get anything going and then a penalty, so instead of 2nd and 8, all of a sudden you got 1st and 15 on a motion penalty, and then it's all uphill, and they've been going uphill all afternoon. Vincennes has.
Pitches this one out to Nowoski.
It's a decent gain of 4 or 5 yards, but that's on 3rd and 13 or 3rd and 12, and that's not going to get it. So
they basically have no confidence in their passing offense as well, and I think they've actually made a change. Looked like number 16, Austin Brewington, is out there, and he's just a freshman.
As the
quarterback spot, yeah. Nowoski punts it again.
And a low kick.
Punt this time, yeah. And Betts with the return. This time Cortland Betts takes it 2, but at least the Cats are returning most of them instead of calling a fair catch.
Yeah, and the low ones, I'm sure coaches talk to them and say, hey, when it's a line drive like that, you got to take advantage of it.
Actually, Nowoski had 6 punts in the first half. That's his 7th of the ball game. Been averaging about 34.5 yards per punt. And here come the Wildcats. Lead this football game 43-0. We got 6:12 left here in the 3rd quarter.
I think we're going to work on our 2-minute drill here. It looks like they got the armbands on.
4 receivers split out. Aarons throws underneath there to his tight end, Alice. Alice gets it across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play. So it just seems like that Aarons-Alice combination's been working pretty well tonight.
Send the speedy Zach Wood in motion, and he just couldn't get to the outside, and we cut it up. There was no room.
So Wood, I think, gained 1 yard on the play. So Wildcats now with a 3rd and 1. Aarons rolls to his left. He's going to throw long. He way overthrows his man. Well defended over there by number 4, Brandon Field.
Yeah, just not much there. And in this situation, they're I don't know if we're going to just go for it. Yeah,
it looks like they're staying out there. He's not even backing up to
just lining up in the pistol spread.
And just like that, Vincennes jumps off. So again, they're just really kind of shooting themselves in the toe there. Have an opportunity to at least get some, get some life in this defense. If you can maybe get a 4th down stop to kind of get you fired up, you give your offense a great field position there, but don't even give themselves an opportunity there because they jump off.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a good job by Jasper to try and work that in, and you're right, Vincennes just shoots himself in the foot.
So quickly, Wildcats work with the screen underneath.
A lot of room in the middle of the field.
A lot of open field, you're right.
Good job by number 61, downfield blocking. I think Brian Hof downfield put a good block on him, and it's good to see those linemen downfield getting some hits on some guys.
So Cats, no huddle offense, hurry up here. Just working on some things that may pay off later on in the season as Nick Hale gets the carry this time and rumbles a good 10 yards, and looks like it's going to be another 1st down to about the 22-yard line. Chains move, 1st and 10, ball at the 22. The Cats lead big, 43-0, and working on their hurry-up offense. Chuck out there to Wood. Hipschman with a nice block, but they're going to throw the flag.
Holding.
Was there a hold there? It's just like, he didn't reach out, he didn't grab. He's basically just staying in front of his man. Just sometimes I think the refs feel like they need to throw that.
Yeah, I think, what happens is when they see the arms extended, they extend their arm toward the flag and get it right away. Whether there was or not.
Sometimes I wonder if it's a mercy hold, too. Yeah, they don't tend to show those replays on the board either, so we're not going to see whether it was or not. But
well, it was because they threw the flag, I guess.
Yep. Actually, it's about a 9-yard penalty as that moves the ball back to the 31-yard line, because they call it from the spot of the foul. So we'll call it first. Don't lose the play there, so it's 1st and 19. So the Wildcat's going to air it out this time, and overthrowing his man. Aarons can't connect with Wood on that play. It falls incomplete, but they do go for the touchdown on that play. So the Wildcats face a 2nd and 19 now. From the 31. They give it on that inside counter play to Alice, and before he breaks it, a nice tackle there by Barmas.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep. Gets that ball to the 22-yard line with a 9-yard run. Clock inside of 4 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, 3:48. Aarons back to throw again. Looks to his left, got a lot of opening there, but then finally delivers the football. Nice strike over to the left side. And about the 11-yard line is where Ben Moore receives that ball and gets the 1st down.
Yeah, nice job for, Austin not seeing anything, Nolan not seeing anything in the beginning, giving himself some time. Ben coming back to the ball and making a nice connection.
So 11 yards on that play to get it to the 11, and 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And now they come the other way quickly as Zach Wood takes a pop over there on the sidelines. Nice hit over there by number 23, Gabe Quintanilla. 6 foot 175, but just a freshman. A lot of freshmen on this football team, boys, for Vincennes.
Yeah, there are. And a strong, proud program. Give a lot of effort. It's too bad not to see the numbers better without the freshmen, but maybe the freshmen being involved make it could be good things for them in the future.
Hale quickly gets that ball down to the 2-yard line. They can still get a 1st down here, but Wood's going to take it in for the touchdown. So a nice little game of kind of pitch and catch overall for the Cats on that drive there. And eventually get it in for the score. So they now lead this game 49-0 with 3:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter of action. So Aarons to Zach Wood. 2 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, I think they got some good work done, good timing. It's really, if the defense isn't real strong as much as anything, you got to work on timing and getting the ball in the right place.
And again, Kruger is true on his kick. So the Wildcats put 50 on the board here.
Philip Hipschman did a real nice job of getting not such a good snap onto the tee, and Cal put it through. Nice job.
Yeah, just looking at that drive there, I mean, it was just kind of all over the place. You had started off at the 39-yard line of Vincennes and opened up with an 8-yard pass play from Aarons to Alice. Actually had a penalty thrown in there where Alice then hit Zach Wood for about a 15-yard play. And the Wildcats actually had a nice pass play to Zach Wood again, where Aarons was able to hit him, but it was called back on a holding penalty by Philip Hipschman. And he had a 9-yard run by Alice on that tight end counter play, which has been effective for the Cats over the last couple weeks. And another pass over to Moore for 11, another pass to Wood, and then 5-yard run to get to the 2-yard line by Hale. Sets up the 2-yard touchdown pass to Zach Woods. So that's where we stand. They try to reverse this time again. Nowaski does have the football, and there's a flag thrown. Looks like a block in the back. About the 10-yard line there. $50-0, Bless.
50-0. I think we got some new guys on the field.
Yeah, so this would be a really nice opportunity for some of the Wildcat underclassmen and JV players to get out there and enjoy an opportunity to play on the home of the Colts, Lucas Oil Stadium. So, man, bless it. We were talking about, remember when the Hoosier Dome originally opened back in 1983-84, which takes us way back. That was our senior year in high school when they played the first state championship indoors here in the state of Indiana. And now which eventually became the RCA Dome. That place is long, long gone, and now we got this beautiful stadium here in downtown Indianapolis. And just like that, Vincennes with a big play as Nowaski finally gets an opening to the outside and runs that football all the way to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, did a nice job of breaking a tackle, and
25, sorry.
Cats D wasn't swarming quite as aggressively there.
About an 18-yard run there for Nowaski. And then Vincennes making a change at quarterback with Austin Brewington. No, actually Holt's back in there, it looks like. Take it back. I think they put, okay, Brewington was actually in one of the back spots, so I think I was thrown off there in the last drive.
Got a nice play. Brian Smith, 42, went on the play.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing with this defense. I mean, Smith's been out there, this season playing a linebacker spot. We've seen Kyle Miller play some defensive end this year. He's out there.
Yeah, we've got some good depth, and I think they've solidified where they want in the beginning of the game. But we got a lot of guys that have some good experience and certainly capable guys that are.
Yeah,
they're just waiting.
Austin Rookser's out there playing a nose tackle spot.
Austin Rookser, son of the one and only Ryan Ruxer, host of a nice event before the game downtown here.
Actually, coming in on that stop was Scott Varner, number 3, 6'1", 170 pounds.
Scott missed a lot of the early part of the season with a broken hand, still wrapped up there a little bit.
Yeah, he's out there in the linebacker spot, middle linebacker spot. You'll see some others. I think number 15, Cole Lemcour, playing one of the corners.
Connor Giesler on this side.
Colby Kemp also number 26. So the second unit for the Wildcats doing the job. So they, take away that initial run. They got the ball, 18-yard run by Nowaski, and Vincennes gonna have to punt it away again.
Yeah.
So Nowaski, we expected him to be a big part of their offense, but it seems like his primary job tonight's been punter.
Yeah.
This is his 8th punt of the football game.
We got Landon Jeffers deep, and I'm not sure who the other one is back there. It's hard to tell. Landon's got number 6 as some good wheels, that's for sure.
Well, Vincennes, I don't know if they didn't have the personnel that they needed in there or what, but they do elect to call a timeout with 24 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jasper leads it big, 50-0 here at Lucas Oil Stadium over the Vincennes Alices. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
Building a brighter future, Jubilor Developments. We're proudly serving your community. Family and friends, a winning team. Locally owned, built on quality. Jubilor, the name to depend on. Building a brighter future. Jubilor Development.
You're watching 18 WJTS Jasper.
Vincennes here. We wind down the third quarter of action. Jasper with a big 50-0 lead. Nowaski's going to run the football, and he gets to the outside. Nobody covered that spot, and again, he's an offensive threat for this football team, and so Vincennes calls the timeout, takes the break, and Nowaski takes the ball.
Nice play on his part. He just read it, and they lost containment.
Looks like he gained about 15 on the play. He only needed 5 and gets the ball just shy of the 50-yard line, so the best field spot for Vincennes all night tonight. Not been in Wildcat territory yet, but they're just 2 yards away as the ball sits at the 48-yard line. No quitting this Vincennes Alice's football team. Holt's got a wishbone backfield, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So Vincennes will maintain possession of the football when we come back. Jasper leads this football game 50-0 here at Lucas Oil Stadium. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
This is Tony Ubelar with Ubelar & Sons Chevy Cadillac in Jasper. Okay, it's September, or as we like to call it, lease-tember. I'm telling you, you cannot get more for your money than on a new Chevy or Cadillac lease right now. Most are 36 months, low money down, payments as low as $159 a month, a bumper-to-bumper warranty for the entire lease, and prepaid maintenance on many of them. So if you've never considered a lease before, lease-tember is the time. Stop by or call us. Ubelar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since lease-tember 1929.
Fourth quarter action here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Vincennes with the football. And a fumbled snap right there as Wildcats now scramble, and it's still loose. You're right.
Fighting for it. It was just mishandled, it looked like, and I think Vincennes has it back. Hayden McCune trying to jump in there and get it at the end, number 70. Some other guys we got in. Alex Coleman, number 50, is in the ball game.
That's one of those situations where it's a test of our eyesight, Bless. And trying to watch on the video big board out there. Actually, I saw number 17. That's Connor Lahaney.
22, Luke Summersheim is in at linebacker.
So Vincennes with a loss of about 4 on the fumble. 2nd and 14. Pitch out. Hawkins is still in.
Nice job by Cole Lemcooler, number 15, on a nice tackle coming in from the cornerback position.
Some more changes in the lineup. I think it might be Dylan Hurst who's in.
The big D.
Corner spots. Number 18.
Big D's not very big in stature, but he's got a big heart.
No doubt. Well, the thing is, I mean, you know, blessed with this Wildcat football team, just kind of taking a look at what's coming up. We got Princeton next week at home. Then we got to go on the road. Always a tough game over at Mount Carmel. So a couple big weeks ahead of the Wildcats.
Some people are convinced over in Mount Carmel we play about a 14-man squad over there.
Deion Robinson with the run there, gain of about 3 or so. So Vincennes now facing a 4th and 11. But yeah, that's just the thing. I mean,
that'll be a good test just to go into that environment. It's a tough place. They really do a great job of making you feel unwelcome.
Right.
I mean, the locker room is awful. The visitor side bleachers are just not comfortable. Can't see much, and they're just all crazy about their football. So it's a good hostile environment to go in and try and make a big win. Nice job by the Cats there.
Yeah, nice sack right there. Actually, Cameron Libbert coming in the defensive end spot, number 33, and he makes a sack on the quarterback because actually Wildcats sent 2 receivers back to receive the punt. And you can just see Libbert just came from that backside and just put the hit on Holt. Actually, they actually had a different quarterback in there. That was number 19, Grant Oxman. There's your freshman. 5'10", 160 pounds. So I'm sure the Wildcats will be making some changes offensively, so we'll have to keep an eye on this.
Looks like Reed Milligan's in at tailback. I think it's Reed.
And Justin Gable at quarterback, it looks like. Gable pitches out to Reed Milligan. He gets to the outside, and there's a nice block here by Lindar, who's playing a fullback spot, and Reed Milligan takes this football from the 38-yard line down to the 18, so 20-yard run. 17 actually, so 21-yard run for Milligan. So a nice play there for the Cats. Always good to see the Cat reserves getting an opportunity to make some plays out there, and bottom line is just to execute, you know?
Yeah, execute. Get your blocks, hit your holes, play hard. And it's a great opportunity to still compete. You get to hit somebody in a different color jersey.
So Vincennes is going to take a timeout here as the Wildcats will come back here with 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. So with 9:19 to go here in the ball game, Jasper leads 50-0 over Vincennes here at Lucas Oil Stadium. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelar with Ubelar & Sons Toyota Scion in Jasper. Let's go places with Toyota. And you'll never find a better time to go places than with a low payment on a great Toyota during lease timber at Ubelar's. Payments as low as $169 a month on Corolla, low money down, bumper-to-bumper warranty for the entire lease, and prepaid maintenance for 2 years. Go places with Ubelar Toyota and a low lease payment during lease timber. Ubelar Toyota Scion in Jasper, where customers send their friends since lease timber 1929.
Back at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Wildcat reserves out there. Justin Gable with the quarterback spot. Reed Milligan.
Reed Milligan. Mitch Lindauer leading the way for him.
I say Reese Milligan's a 7th grader. He's not quite a varsity football player yet, but one of Joe's boys. As Reed gets the football and carry again there for about 6 yards to get it down to the 11-yard line.
I think they got a new backfield set in. I don't know if looks like Connor Giesler's in at tailback, number 28.
Gable under center, takes a snap. Pitch to the tailback, and he rumbles all his way, and he reaches over for the touchdown. So a nice run of 11 yards there by Connor Giesler, the senior.
Yeah, nice to see him have a little fun here at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. You know, and the thing is, you can sit there and say, well, you're running up the score, but hey, you know, these kids get one opportunity to play at a venue like this. They don't get many opportunities to play at all, so, you know, it's basically...
I mean, they're here to compete, and this is their chance to compete, and I think the guys that they're playing against, they're out there to compete as well. I'm in favor of just letting them play.
Yeah, play ball.
I mean, I think it's almost disrespectful if you don't try and keep playing against the team that's down.
That's the thing. I mean, you know, there's plenty of time on the clock. I mean, if you're inside of a minute or so, that's one thing. But when you've got 8 or 9 minutes left in the football game, just got to continue to play as Kruger has been on tonight. So a nice 11-yard run by the senior Connor Giesler gives the Wildcat a 57-0 lead. So we'll take a break in the action here from Lucas Oil Stadium. The Wildcats lead big, 57-0.
It's taken a lot of preparation and hard work for the Cats to get in shape for today's game. Your furnace is the same way. Fall's coming soon, and you're going to flip the switch and expect your furnace to heat the place up. Before you do, call Maringer's Plumbing and Heating at 482-4425, and they'll send a serviceman out to get your furnace in shape for the season ahead. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating, your local Trane dealer, will also give you a free estimate on a new Trane high-efficiency gas furnace. Because like they always say, it's hard to stop a train just like it's hard to stop the Wildcat football team. Maringer's Plumbing and Heating says go Cats.
You're watching 18 WJTS Jasper.
Kruger's got it teed up, but a number of new numbers actually out there on the kickoff team. Nowaski's still out there for Vincennes. He fields the ball at about the 2 and runs it to about the 21-yard line. Well, and that's the thing, Bless. I mean, you know, with this football win for the Wildcats tonight, Coach Tony Aaron's now with 99 wins against 25 losses in 11 years. So basically next week got his opportunity for that big milestone for his 100th career win.
That'll be nice on a homecoming night. Hopefully the Cats can pull that out against a Princeton team as they come home after being away from home for a good long stretch here. You know, Tony, 100 wins, and you know he manages and guides a really great program, and that's what Jasper's always been, just a nice program. And the coach gets credit for the wins, but there's a lot of guys, I'm sure Coach Brewer and Coach Ahrens would say, that have a big part of those wins. But someone has to lead it and make sure it stays on track, and that's what Tony does a real good job of, getting the kids prepared to play throughout the year in the summer, and then lets his coaching staff do their work, and with obviously great success to be at 100 wins in 11 years.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you talk about a team effort from not just your football team, but it's got to be a team effort as far as your coaching staff too. So, with Coach Ahrens and Jeff Mock, who runs the offense, Nick Eckert and Dean Jerger, who pretty well run things on the defense, and Jay Shelton, who, also with his offensive line and defensive line work, and it's just collectively that whole group working together to build a football team. And just right now, the Wildcats offensively and defensively, at least tonight, look just extremely sharp.
Yeah, they do. Just really overpowered Vincennes. You talk about a program and that coaching staff working well, and then there's the community, and that's what all of Jasper sports are successful. And you just look at how many people are here from Jasper, and all things. The community really creates a great atmosphere for competitiveness and hard work. The kids, you start trying to explain that to them, they get all glassy-eyed and don't get it. But there's a lot to be said for that. Builds a great foundation. And, some of the places that used to have such great, strong football traditions that we played against in the 80s, that's some of what happened, is their communities just aren't the same as they used to be. Tell City's a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Vincennes' community isn't quite as good or big, and, it's dwindling, and it certainly had an impact.
Right. Yeah, and the thing is, it's just, Jasper just really has had a good commitment to the football program, and I think a lot of it stems from the fact that, you look at this coaching staff, and they all played for Jasper. I mean, that's rare.
Yeah.
It's extremely rare.
Extremely rare.
5 or 6 coaches, and then even, guys that help out, like Jason Licklider comes back. Tim Eckert, he helps with the freshman team, and and then you've also had guys that have been around for a long time, as far as Jared Land and Chris Tucker. They've been involved with the program for so long. So
Ben Winhole with a nice punt return there. Got a big block. I missed who the block was, who got it, but gave him some space. Yeah, the coaching staff all being from Jasper is very rare, but that means they all understand the pride that goes into Jasper football, and the history and the legacy of it all. I mean, there's a lot of these guys are 3rd or 4th generation.
So the Wildcats with the football at the 28-yard line after the punt return by
Hunter Gossett at quarterback.
So Gossett's getting an opportunity to take some snaps out there. He pitches. Milligan in from the tailback spot. He gets to the outside, and he's wanting to get in the end zone.
Chase Durkles just blew a guy up on that. Got around the corner, and number 49.
So Milligan with a nice run to the outside, takes that ball from the 28-yard line to the 13, so a 15-yard gain for number 32. So he's had a couple nice runs tonight.
Yeah.
3 carries. One of 21 yards, one of 6, and now another one for 15. So
I know we're going to miss some guys trying to get them mentioned, but we got 58, Matthew Britzman in on the line.
Mm-hmm. 58, Alec Wallace, actually.
Alec Wallace, excuse me.
And that time, is that Jeffers with the carry?
It was number 8.
Oh, number 8. Okay. Derek Beckman. Yep, there he goes. You can see him on the video big board.
Yeah.
But no video big board's better than the WJTS video big board, brought to you with pride by Jeremy Judd Marcos. I don't know if anybody has a video that large, though, but at home. But we'll be bringing the action every Friday, and tonight it's a Saturday, and you'll watch the replay on Sunday. So,
and share with all the people out of town that you can see these these games on the Jasper Booster Club website at jasperwildcatfootball.com.
There you go.
I know some grandparents that are watching and appreciate the fact that not only that this is televised but that it's out there for you to watch at your leisure on the website.
See, the Cats are facing the third and 5, it looks like. Inside the 10, right at the 9. Gossett under center. Gossett gives to Milligan.
Not much doing there.
And that's this thing. I mean, you got to keep playing. I mean, it's 57-0 right now with 4:40 to go. So too early to be taking knees. And again, you're playing sophomores and some juniors that don't get as much of an opportunity to play.
We got
Let him play ball.
Ben Sheeter, number 84, playing end. His dad, Brian, helps us out with the statistics, or does it officially for the Jasper Wildcat football team.
57, Jefferson Tunks is out there, I think, in the right guard spot.
Jefferson did double duty. He was in the band tonight, too.
Check that out, Milligan.
Reed Milligan.
Prances his way about 7 yards there for the touchdown. So Reed with a nice fourth quarter here. And again, just once he got that ball, he just shows his speed. He's a really quick kid. Does well in track for the Wildcats.
He's a real good hurdler, I believe.
See if the Wildcats go for 2 here or not. They lead this football game now 63-0. Well, they're actually Kruger's out there to kick the extra point. Here's a snap, the boot's up, and it's straight through. And now the Wildcats with 4:03 to go in this football game, lead it large over Vincennes. A dominating performance overall tonight. Lead this football game 64-0. We'll take a break. You're watching Wildcat football on 18 WJTS.
It's Papa John's Football Special, large one-topping pizza for only $7.99. Call 482-1166.
Choose better. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Well, bless, this time Bo Butel, number 86, is set to kick it off.
Bo was out for a little bit with an injury earlier in the year, so good to see him back, and going to have a nice experience with a big kickoff here, where the Colts will be kicking off in a week or so.
That's right. Colts actually playing on the road against the 49ers this week. Butel puts a toe into it. Kicks it down to about the 11-yard line before Hawkins loses that football, and it's a...
I don't know who's there, but our Cats are there. It looks...
I think Hawkins...
Lim Cooler's trying to be in the middle of it. Mitch Lindauer's down there. Looks like Vincennes got it. Number 80 picked it up, or got it covered.
What'd you say Kruger's extra points are? He's got 8 extra points today. He's 1 shy of the record by Cam Verhey. Cam Verhey, who kicked 9 against Washington in 1998, and it was tied by Adam Gepfrich. Kicked 9 against Princeton just a couple of years ago in 2011. So the quarterback, the freshman, number 9, Grant Oxman.
At 14, they're doing a halfback pass, going for it.
Oh, they did halfback pass. There we go. And they're going to call a pass interference on Hursty.
He was there. It looked like he timed it pretty good.
So Dylan Hurst gets called for the pass interference.
Well, that was a nice takedown. He's a wrestler, excellent wrestler.
Yeah,
good takedown by Hursty. He actually should get a point for that, I think.
Right.
Wrestling.
So I'll march this 15 yards on the penalty. Got to move it from the 21 to the 36-yard line. He never looked back at the ball. I just saw the replay there. So a tough break for Hersey on that play, but that'll move the ball to the 36-yard line. And Oxman's trying to throw it back out there again. This ball falls incomplete. His intended target, number 16, Austin Brewington.
We've got Matthew Britzman at linebacker. I had him at misspoke earlier in the offensive line, but he's at linebacker now, number 56, with Scott Varner, number 3. There, Big D giving him a hit.
Dylan Hurst coming from his cornerback spot to deliver the goods there.
So it's it's fun to see is just these young guys still fighting and trying to make plays. They just want to play football.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And that's just the main thing. It's like these guys put such an effort in at practice. They simulate the opposing team's offense and defense, try to give good looks to the first team units. So when they get a chance to get out there and play some ball, they're going to do it.
Matthew Britzman on an initial hit. Makes it 4th and long. So Jasper defense stays tough even with the second unit.
So actually, I don't even know what Vincennes wants to do here. They only got about 8 guys on the field.
They're setting up to punt.
Okay. I was like,
play clock's at 10. They still got time. 2 minutes to go. They're doing the same thing. You wonder why would they punt at this point in the game? Well, they're working on things as well.
Right. So the punt is not fielded, and it stops there at the 25-yard line. So with 2:08 to go, Jasper with a 64-0 lead over the Vincennes Alices. Will take over at that point. But so again, next week, Coach Aaron's going for his 100th win against the Princeton Tigers, and again, just looking at the schedule, the Mount Carmel game is always a big clash for the Big 8 title. It doesn't really mean anything more than that when it comes to Mount Carmel, obviously an Illinois team, and you just want to make sure that you're playing sharp football, and you can win some of these games against an opponent that's struggling like Vincennes, but you want to be basically playing your best football, and I could say the Cats played some of their best football tonight overall.
They really did. They came out, played with passion, played hard, and executed well.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have 1 turnover on that long pass, but for the most part really dominated and thought that they could, and proved it. And that's how you get better too, by performing up to what your expectations are.
Right. So actually Justin Gable back in at the quarterback spot this time.
It's at number 13 at tailback.
And he just takes a knee right there. So 1:20 on the clock. So just a couple more knees, I think, is all we're probably going to have to
Connor Benston, number 13, is in at tailback. And let's see. It's 3rd and 5, so. Seems like we should run a play here to try and get it, but the game certainly is not in question any longer.
No, he runs us down to 50 seconds before he takes the snap and takes his knee. So we'll see how the referees reset this clock, because it's 4th down now. They'd have to put teams down there to start to run the ball, but
they tried as long as they could to get to that 25 to set the ball, but it's about a 10-second differential.
That's the thing. I called him back in the huddle there. And 24 seconds, 13. Yeah, you're right. 10-second differential there on the clock. So, or run it, take the penalty. I don't know. Probably run it out. I guess. I don't know how many seconds.
Yeah, that's why if they ran a play, it kills just a few more seconds.
Right.
It would have killed enough to get to the end, but I understand what they were trying to do, but
yeah. I guess we're going to punt this thing away. I'm sure they probably
Looks like
the JV punt
team, yeah.
But,
Cal Kruger's going to probably be kicking it.
These are just situations where you just really hope nobody gets hurt or anything, you know.
Yeah.
It's the end of the ball game. You know, Vincennes is frustrated, but I'm sure they're going to call off the dogs a little bit. Oh, there we go. Just like that. That's what you're afraid of, too, is that wind up getting a safety in the end zone. So that takes away your shutout. That's just one thing you don't want to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just didn't want this.
So that gives Vincennes a lot to cheer for over here. And so 2 points go on the board for Vincennes. So like I said, just the one thing you really didn't want to happen here. But that runs out the clock. So Jasper, again, with a dominating performance, wins this football game 64-2. Jasper goes to 5-0 on the season. Vincennes drops to 1-4. So next week the Wildcats will be back at home against the Princeton Tigers, and Vincennes will be on the road at Northview. So let's wrap things up here. Again, a great day here at Lucas Oil Stadium, and Wildcats just taking care of business offensively and defensively. So for myself, Craig